Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Putting my mouse down on my notification area, it is 7:15 a.m. on Saturday, the 22nd of September. Here's a hamster, just out of nowhere. She coalesced from the ether into my lap. Or, before recording, I had put her into my lap and was letting her run around while I recorded and talked. Because she's a cutie. And as a hamster, she has active anti-camera gyroscope, so she does not like facing the camera. But she is an absolute sweetheart. She's gentle, well-behaved. She's a sweetheart. I mean, she still does silly stuff like that. She just jumped, and she's young, and so you have to watch them. And even though I missed and she jumped luckily toward me. So I'm going to go put her back in her cage so she can go back to sleep. She was in her house, and I lured her out of her house, and see, she did some stuff now and had an adventure. So there you go, back into your cage. You can go back into your house now. There we go. Yay! I love hamsters so very much. So this upcoming, sometime in the next few weeks, I want to get another hamster. Whether it be a free hamster, I'm always on the lookout, or a rescue, I'm always on the lookout, or I have to, fork out the cash by buying it from somebody and somewhere, whether it be a pet store or what. So, love hamsters, and I got my eyes open, because I've just got 3 again right now, with Mama Squeak being gone. And so Charvy, I know, is next. He's already older. And so, he's active and wonderful. Even with just most of his fur gone and just a light coating of fur. He's got a little bit of fur around his eyeballs. He's got a little bit of fur on the end of his nose. And his ears have kind of like a little bit of fur on them. But the rest of his body is mostly just naked. But it is affecting him not at all. He's running around in his cage. He climbs on his wheel as best he can. He's getting older. So he does stuff, but he's mostly entering the stage where he stays in his nest and then goes out and does a little bit of stuff and then spends more time just sleeping because he's that age. But because he has very, very little fur, I made sure I have put a whole bunch of tissues inside of his cage. And hamsters love tissues, and tissues are perfectly safe for hamsters. So I've put in a whole bunch of tissues in there. He has 2 primary nests that he has in 2 corners. One here, just because why not? One's a vacation home, I guess. But both of them are well lined with tissues. And tissues are good at crumpling up and taking up space. And when you take up space, you've got air. And when you've got air, you've got insulation. And when you've got insulation, you are warm. So all he has to do is zoom inside of his little nest, his little burrow made out of tissues, and he is a warm little guy. It is good. There's only so much you can do. If it's cold outside, he's going to be cold but warm inside because of body heat and insulation, so he's not going to freeze. Thank goodness. But that's why I got the gifted space heater, which I turn on at night so that my little guys don't freeze. And it is a very good thing. And with the window up there and the kitty up there, the kitty, sometimes she comes inside at night to stay in here, but most of the time she's out prowling at night. She's always been an outside kitty. She likes coming inside, of course, and she spends time inside, but when she wants to go outside, she wants to go outside. And that's okay. It's a good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. I went walkies yesterday. It gets dark fast. And yesterday it was like raining and getting dark, so I left at about 6:30 to go walkies because I wanted to record up in the construction zone. Oh, by the time I got there, it was like it was getting dark. And then by the time I left, it was getting really dark. So I walked to the post office, and then I walked over to the store and I bought some soda, and then I walked home. And by the time I got home, it was pitch black, and it wasn't much more than like 7:30. So it gets dark fast now. But then I guess what? Is it fall or or what yet. I don't know. I don't know if it's fall or winter or what. I don't know. I'm. Is it going from summer to fall? It must be. We're leaving summer. I just thought we were already into it, but I guess we're not. I am disattached from the seasons and time, which is unfortunately true. On the day I took a shower, I can't even remember what it was, 2 days ago. What is today? Saturday, so it was Thursday. Thursday morning when I took a shower. By Thursday night, when I went to bed, just 16 hours after I'd taken the shower, it felt like in my head well over 2 days had passed. I had to sit back and work out when I had taken my shower to figure out how long it had been. And then I went, oh my God, that was just this morning? That was just this morning? It feels like days have passed. Yeah, my time sense is not good yet. Yay. So much fun. Still though, it's life. I am still fascinated by this one building downtown. And I shouldn't be, but I am. When you look at the building, it's just this. It's not a new building. It's like a 1940s brick building. And it's got 1940s paint stuff still weathered up on some of the sides. All the entrances have got bars and gates. All of the windows have got things pressed up against the windows from the inside. So you can't see into the place from downstairs. There's stuff piled up against every single window downstairs. And up above on the second floor, there's stuff piled up against the windows, but they don't go all the way up to the top. So there's this old 1940s building all by itself, graded off at each of the gates. And it's like, what on earth is this? It looks like it's abandoned from the outside, but it's not, because when you go by during early morning or when it's starting to get dark, the lights come on inside and you can see that it's in use. People live in there? You can't tell except from the second floor. You can see over the top of the stuff piled in the windows, so you can see like the ceiling where there's lights and stuff. And it's like, occasionally I see people around the doors and doing things, and it's like, is that a residential thing? Is that owned? Is it low housing? What on earth? And I shouldn't be fixated on it because it's none of my damn business if it's a privately held place. If it's apartments, if it's homes, if it's people living there, it's none of my damn business. But I don't know, and so because I don't know if it's like any of my damn business or if it's not, it's a mystery, and because of that, it's just chewing at me every time I walk past the place. If I knew that it was just residential homes and people are living there because that they live there, then it's like, oh, mystery solved, and it's gone. And then I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to think about it because I already know, and then it's done. But as it is with it just being a mystery, just occasionally seeing people like closing the locks, such like that. Never see people actually going in or out just as they've come out and closing the locks. So, and it's okay. Again, it's just largely because I like older fab. I woke up at 10 minutes after 6 today. I got to bed very late, so pain woke me up. I was going to say pain woke me up late, but there's no early or late anything like that. It's just pain woke me up, and it was late, so. So, oh gosh, now I gone and distracted myself, so I have no idea I know I was talking about that one building, but then I can't remember what I went and was leading off to onto something else. My sincere apologies. Again, it's because I'm just bubble sorting my brain to get things in order so that my brain works for the day. It's random the things I talk about. Sometimes there's stuff that's not random, and I'll have like stuff written down on my whiteboard. I have a little whiteboard that I can write stuff down. Or it's stuff I tapped it into my word processor, and then that's up and waiting. So there's sometimes things that I want to talk about. Other days like today, it's just I'm turning on the webcam and going. That's what I do. Every morning I turn on the webcam and go. I do all my videos this way. It's just one extemporaneous hot take. I don't redo shots. If I make mistakes, I just go, oops, stop, and then try to continue. I don't cut any of these things out. I'm not a hyper vlogger. I watch occasional hyper vloggers, but I don't watch them because they're hyper vloggers. I watch them in spite of the fact that they hyper vlog. And like reviewers like Jeremy Johns and Movie Bob, where they cut out every single thing that's not just the single line, where it's like if they stop and yawn, that's cut out. If they're talking and they pause and then they go, they cut out the pause. So it's just everything is tight, and it's just like it's one sentence being said from beginning to end. It's like, good Lord, I watch in spite of that. I like to watch people's personalities as they talk. So I like to watch the kind of thing I'm doing now, where it's just people talk. Of course, it depends on the person. Occasionally I watch Boogie, whatever the hell the string of numbers is at the end of his name. What is it, 20? Anyway, that's not important. I occasionally watch his stuff when he rambles, and that's good. It depends on what he's rambling about. He seems like a nice enough fellow. He's not somebody I'd actually hang around with, and he's a person that I would not actually want to talk to a whole bunch if I knew him in person. Like if I went to a game shop and he went to that same game shop, if we were in the same town, let's say, if we both lived here and he was doing what he did in Shelton, or I lived where he was and I'm doing what I do where he is, and let's say we just frequented the same game shop, watching the way he did this ghost pepper prank that went wrong, which was he had some friends that have another channel come by, and in his bathtub he had his two friends in a bathtub, in their bathing suit, and it was like a spa thing, hot tub, and it's bubbling and boiling, and they're sitting in it, not boiling, but it's bubbling, and he starts putting chili powder in it. He didn't tell anyone it was like ghost pepper chili powder. So because of all the steam, he pepper sprayed everybody in the room with ghost pepper stuff, and the people in the water that the chili powder went in, they had huge welts, red marks covering their bodies because they were burned by the capsaicin. And I can see how a prank, if you design and set that up that you're going to do that it's okay. But especially his reaction afterward. If I did that with my friends and I accidentally burned them with chili powder, I would never forgive myself. I would feel horrible. I've accidentally burned myself with capsaicin when I had they have a topical stuff that you can put on where it's the power of capsaicin, and I once smeared it onto my legs because it's supposed to help. It was torture. I had to shower to get that stuff off. I had to use detergent to get all the last bits of it off because it was like I had set my legs in molten fire. So these people with the chili powder, especially the one fella talking about how, his urethra was on fire. His anus was on fire and swollen. Their whole bodies were burned. And it's like, TMI, but it's part of the human body. And especially if you're soaked in water, can you imagine burning your genitals with pepper spray? Imagine getting into your urethra, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine that. And Boogie was laughing so hard after his friend came in. And you could see his friend was not happy about it. He was not pleased. And then eventually just left the room with I'm screw this. Sort of I'm getting angry thing, and left as Boogie was just laughing hysterically over the burns. Oh my God, I just can't. I would feel so bad. I would feel horrible. There's no laughter in that one for me. I got way too much empathy. So, yeah, I might say hi and feel like, whoa, I met a big YouTuber, but he's not really one of those YouTubers I'd like to be friends with. I'm glad he's out there. I'm really, really glad he's lost all that weight. It's added so much time to his life, but not one of those I'd really like to meet. Also have a game channel. If you could check that out, is the Abruptly Changes Gears, because it's 15 minutes and 25 seconds. If you could check that out, it'd be awesome. If you like watching older people play video games, I try to do a video game a day. That's definitely a thumbs up. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, but I still get lost because of my fibro and depression and more. I am not reading the comments right now. I'm going to go through and answer them afterward, but for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. I'm going to thumbs up each one I read, answer as many as I can, but I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment, you left a comment. And if I mispronounce your username, my sincere apologies. I am an American English speaker. We're just not good at that. We are, however, good at Guthnurb. So, calling up my Chrome. We have Willem, thank you very, very much. And AD, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Jan Bosworth, thank you very, very much. Detox Savage, greatly appreciated. Tundra Keeper, always good to see you in the comments. Ice Damon, first day is always a good day, isn't it? And then we have Nolan Simpson, greatly appreciated. Chris, thumbs up and thank you. Kathy Kit Kat, good to see you in the comments. LW10, thumbs up and thank you. I Bang to Drizzy. Well, that you got to keep the rhythm, don't you? Roblox Gamer Awesome, thank you very, very much. Pun Cakes Chris, greatly appreciated. Kenneth Lopez, thank you very, very much. Greasy, thumbs up. My Boy, thank you very, very much. And Kapula Kepi, I sure hope I'm close, thank you very, very much. Jordan Reguero, I sure hope I'm close, bet I wasn't though, but thank you very, very much. And Yo Adrian, thank you very, very much. Trippy Hippie 420, thumbs up and thank you. Alex Haridia, sure hope I'm close. Jamie's Division, thumbs up and thank you. Always good to see you in the comments. Haven't seen you in comments for some time. Aaron Kilborn, thank you very, very much. And Young Aries, thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Angel Rojas. I sure hope it's that Rojas. Thank you very, very much. Each and every one of you get me out of my head, into the real world, dealing with actual people. Thumbs up. Thank you very, very much. It is so much appreciated. I'm an extroverted introvert, so my dealing with people has to be with filters and stuff. I need to be around people. I need contact, but I don't need much or very long. I do hope to once again fall in love, but I've only got if the average lifespan of the average American man is 72 to 74 years. Apparently, average worldwide lifespan has risen to 72. Average worldwide lifespan. Average things out. Average lifespan for an American man is 72 to 74. Well, I'm going to be 56 next month, so 67. Oh, I've only got about 14 years before on average I kick off and start to rot. Aren't I thrilled about that? Anyway, though, if you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be awesome. Greatly appreciated. Like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be a definite thumbs up. I'm always hurting for cash. If you could help me out by donating to my GoFundMe campaign, it would be awesome. I'm always on the very edge of losing this place by not being able to pay my rent. Thank you all so very much for helping me with that. If it weren't for that, I would be homeless. I do appreciate your help so very much. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes to deposit them in the bank of my heart. I'm almost out of time. And if you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool as well. I would understand if you don't want to, but if you are down with it, thank you very much. I'll do my best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. Where did all the time go? I've got to really hurry. I mean, hokey smokes. I'm going to hopefully have a reaction video, hopefully a game video for this channel, hopefully a game video for my game channel. I want the live stream again. I keep falling asleep. But you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing.